And now, let me see. Are you there?
I am, yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, just about. Now, what did you want to say, Tommy?
I just, like I said, unfortunately we're at a disadvantage because we can't speak to the lady, but it seems like some sort of smoke screen that she's trying to get across a different kind of complaint. Like, I don't believe for a second that a father of that family would start crying. I don't think the mother would start crying. I think they'd, if it was my son, I'd explain to him straight away that if you want to feel inclusive, or if you don't feel inclusive, that's something that comes from within. That's from a fallen state, fallen away from God and Christianity. It's nothing got to do with the colour. If you're looking for a difference in colour and difference and lack of inclusivity, you're going to find it straight away. I think what the smoke screen with this message is trying to pull out, it's trying to race bait, and it's trying to pull out bigots or people that are angry at multiculturalism, if you know what I mean. Like I said, the daughter probably mentioned it. It should have been squashed. It said, "Look, we're here. We're in a different country." If there was black mannequins in every shop, people would be complaining that it was offensive. So you can't win when it comes to stuff like that. You shouldn't be relying on advertising or marketing to see how you feel about yourself. And that's it. You know what I mean? We should be teaching our kids that race, sexuality, politics, all that. That's just all a sidetrack. That's all just gravy on the mashed potatoes. The real meat of the issue is, have you got good character? And if you have good character, I would like to be around you. And you know, a lot for me that comes from Christianity.
Okay, but the bottom line is that this young girl, this 12-year-old girl, originally from Kenya, would have come to Ireland when she was a very small child, feels that there isn't enough representation of black women in advertising and mannequins and everything else. Doesn't she have a point?
Well, start of all, feelings aren't facts. And second of all, she could probably watching too many TikTok videos. You know what I mean? There's a lot of race baiting going on in the last week, especially with this lady getting a job as some sort of racist support group that they're going to be bringing into schools and stuff like that. So there has been a lot of this put up on TikTok and playing with black people's emotions. I've been to Turkey, I've been to Sweden, I've stayed in different countries for a long period of time. I've never looked at the TV and said, God, I'd love to see an Irish person. I'd love to see someone that looks like me. I go into every shop and every ad I turn on, it's all beautiful, skinny people, which is not me, you know what I mean? If the only way you can feel welcome is that's just something that comes from inside. You know what I mean?
Okay, but again, all of this is very easy for you to say.
Why is that?
Because you're not black, you're not a minority in this country, and you obviously feel represented.
How do I feel? I'm not part of any group. I'm an individual.
No, I know, but I'm assuming talking to you on the phone here, Tommy, that you are a white Irish male. Is that right?
Yeah, but that's nothing got to do with.
So you're well represented in everything in this country.
Represented by what? Give me an example.
Advertising, mannequins, everything.
How am I represented in advertising? None of them look like me. They all have six packs.
Oh, well, maybe we need to start a campaign for people without six packs.
And when does it end? How many Chinese mannequins are we going to put up? Or Polish?
But isn't this... Well, Polish people generally look very similar to Irish people. They're Caucasians, so that's silly.
No, it's not silly. It's not silly. How many Polish people do you see on TV? A lot more black people on TV than Polish. Where does it end?
So you think that
if you look for a difference, you're going to find it straight away.
Okay, so you think that this young girl then needs to get over herself, basically?
No, her father needs to talk to her. The mother's obviously running the show in that house, and she's running on emotions, and she's obviously been on TikTok too much, and she's been listening to race baiting, and like this guy that was on the TV the other day talking about white privilege and stuff like that. What white privilege do I have?
Now wait till you hear this, right? And this was about a month ago. I was out in a town where I used to pay park, up that neck of the woods, Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
We were out, and I had my ticket, and I never throw my ticket away if there's still time on it. I'll give it to someone else.
Yep.
So there were people at the ticket machine, And I handed it to the first person in front of me, which was an old white woman. And there was a black couple behind her, and the look they gave me, and I could hear them making comments when I walked off that I had given it to the white person.
Plenty of Irish people will be giving out if you gave it to the black person. So that's,
But like, imagine someone feeling that entitled that they actually got a snot on them. And I know it was because they were accusing me of being racist for not giving it to them. But I literally handed it to the next person I said, listen, don't go paying for a ticket. I have one here. And
But you got dirty looks then from the black couple.
And I know why I was getting the dirty looks. I know, I'm not stupid. I know why I was getting the dirty looks.
And why didn't you give it to them?
Because it's my ticket. I can give it who I want to.
Just ask a question. Just really, do you give people dirty looks?
Do I give people dirty looks?
Yeah.
I'd be more inclined to say something if I'm pissed off. But the reason I gave that ticket to that person was because they were next at the machine.
Yeah, but have you ever gave someone dirty looks and then thought about it and said, geez, why did I do that?
No, well, not because I would accuse it, not because I would think of something. And I know I got the looks because they thought it was discrimination. I know it was.
You don't know they were thinking. That's you being. That's you.
Yeah, you assuming that.
I'm
But
not stupid.
anyway, Tommy, you believe that the parents of this young girl need to talk to her and get her to get over this, basically.
I'll tell you what I would say to the girl. And we helped them, to be honest. I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'd sit her down and say this, look, I don't know if they're Christians, whatever. I'd say, here, look, we love you. You love yourself. Your affirmation should come from God or the people you love. When you go to school or when you're interacting with people, you're going to meet people with different colours, different sexualities, different backgrounds, blah, blah, blah. If you treat everybody the same and just look at the character of the people, you'll have nothing to worry about, and they'll do the same. Lead with love, and that's the way going forward. Teaching race and history of race and slavery and all this, which is coming to this country and it's coming soon, it's just going to teach kids to be intolerant. Kids are pure, young people are pure, they'll get over. Race is just, it's being pumped all over TikTok, and like, even your co-presenter there automatically thought that they thought that was being racist. How can you even, you know what I mean? You can't read people's minds.
No, you can't.
It's just being obsessed over at the moment. And obviously this text message has pumped it up for some people. Like I said, a lot of people have issues with migration at the moment. Everyone's emotional over. So, yeah, like I said, to be honest with you, I think half that story's a lie. I don't know. Parents start crying then.
Well, apparently. I just wanted to highlight something our 12-year-old daughter asked us last week, and it broke our hearts and actually made us cry. Yeah. She asked us why all of the people on TV, magazine, shop window adverts are mainly white-coloured, and why all the mannequins in shops are white. And from many I've ever seen, they are.
I'm after getting a voice note here from an Indian guy.
From an Indian guy?